why it is that male promiscuity, which women don't seem to care about, is bad for men, whereas female promiscuity, which men do seem to care about, isn't bad for women.
No, I'm saying that it's equal. I'm saying it's equal. I'm saying.
Why? Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. So your
How does it not
idea
make any
here is
sense?
outcomes. Well, your idea here is outcomes, right? So the outcome bad,
It
therefore
doesn't
bad.
hurt more people because of your gender. You're sleeping with the same amount of people. It's the same amount of.
Yeah, I get that. I get all that you're sleeping with the same amount of people. So it's not fair. I understand that.
No.
But when I asked you what is bad, you said if the outcome is negative, that's a bad thing. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're going off of the outcome is bad, all I need you to do is explain to me why it is that when men sleep with a lot of women, women don't care, but when women sleep with a lot of men, men care. So it seems like the outcome for women, so if we're going off of outcomes, it seems like if that is the case, that women sleeping with a lot of men is bad and men sleeping with a lot of women is not bad because the outcome, right?
Was there a question? Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the question. Do you think that women care more about men sleeping with a lot of women or what? So from your view, man sleeps with 20 women. Do you think that women see that as the same as if a woman sleeps with 20 men to a man?
I think that society does not judge men as much, or men don't judge other men as much, but I think men have a animosity towards women with high body counts. They have a negative preference. They don't. They tend.
I agree. So men have a negative preference towards women with a high body count, but women don't have a negative preference towards men with a high body count. So it seems like the outcome then would be bad for women to have a high body count, but not bad for men to have a high body count. So therefore, by your preferences, it would be immoral for women to have a high body count, but not for men.
I don't. I disagree that.
Okay,
that
well then explain your
immoral.
disagreement.
Yeah, I will. So the act itself of a woman sleeping with 300 people versus a man sleeping with 300 people is morally equal.
Yeah, you just keep saying that, but when I ask you what moral is, you say it's an outcome which is negative, or that's what immoral is, that's what bad is, outcome negative. But if a man sleeps with 300 women and women don't care, how's that a negative outcome?
Just because men judge women more for that particular thing doesn't mean it's morally bad at the action, because it's the same if a man is to sleep with 300 women or if a woman is to sleep with 300 men or bodies. I think that the action in of itself, it should be judged the same. It's not, just because it's judged the same doesn't mean it's worse.
Hang on. Let's make sure we're clear on this. What is immoral and is bad is outcome bad, right?
The direct outcome of the direct impact.
Yeah. So that's bad, right? So therefore immoral, right?
Yeah, if it's bad, that's immoral.
Yeah, okay, got it. So if a man sleeps with 300 women, but no women care, how could that possibly be bad?
I'm not even saying that sleeping with people is bad inherently. I don't think it's bad inherently. I'm saying I think they should be judged equally for it.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. Do you realize
think women
that
should be judged more?
if you say thing is bad because outcome bad, but the outcome is not bad, then how can you say it's immoral?
I think what you're saying is because there's more of a repercussion for women socially, it affects women more But that's
Yeah.
not the direct, that's a secondary reaction to the act. The act itself is morally the same. It's just that men happen to have a preference.
I don't understand how it could be more. So here, let's isolate it, okay? So if you're on an island with, let's say it's one man and 20 women, and he sleeps with all of the women, and all of the women want to sleep with him, and he wants to sleep with all of them, okay? And all of the women think he's great, and he thinks all of them are great. Has any bad action or immoral action taken place here?
No.
Okay, great. Now, let us assume for a second that there's one woman and 20 men, and the more men she sleeps with, the more other men rebuff her and say she's bad. They don't want anything to do with her. Has a bad action taken place here?
No, that's just a preference.
Well, then I don't know what you mean by bad then. I don't know what bad is then.
I think you misunderstanding.
If the outcome for the person is bad, but that's still not bad, right? Or it's negative and it's still not bad, then I don't know what bad means. I don't know what immoral means to you here.
So if by society me wearing blue was considered bad, wearing blue isn't inherently bad, but it's considered
What is inherently bad? Is there anything that's inherently bad?
I think, yeah, I actually have a moral code.
Well, what
that
is
if
it?
something,
So tell me give me a single thing that's inherently bad.
So if I deem something unjust, it's subjective. It's subjective.
Wait, so you're the moral arbiter of all that is bad?
I make up my own morals. No.
So
I make
you're
my
the
own
moral
morals.
arbiter of all that is bad?
I just said no.
Okay, well then who is?
We make up morals.
So then
Just
that
like
would mean that
rights.
you're the arbiter of all that is bad, right? If not you, then who?
I don't know that there's an arbiter of all that is bad. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then what is bad? If you just say everything that's bad is
Hey, and
everything
well
that
met.
doesn't...
Lol Paladins donated $100.02. We don't need to talk
That time,
hypothetically.
Paladins, we're in
I'm
the
a
middle
real
of something.
person, and I've slept with over 300 women. And I've had no bad outcome at all ever. It's only been good outcomes.
Yeah, so back to this real quick. Do you just judge bad by what goes against your preferences?
No, I have a code, a moral code.
Okay, and so the code that you live by is appealing to who for what is bad? Or what?
I try and look at it objectively. I try and say, if I wouldn't want this happening to me, then I probably shouldn't do it. And I try and zoom out.
Okay, so whose preferences are you following?
My own.
Your own, okay. And so if something doesn't align with those preferences, it's bad, right?
No, I'm saying I'm saying if it affects someone, if it
So,
if it
okay, so
affects
let me
someone.
make this super clear. So Desiree says, no, this is bad. You say it's good. What makes you right and her wrong?